was that I thought we battled as hard, and we had the will, to win that game. And they're really big inside, and they were in the paint for a while, and it was hard to get stops late in the game because they're under the basket, and we scrambled. We tried to press, and I thought we created some turnovers there, and just figured out a way to scrap and give ourselves a chance late in the game. We didn't play our best offensive game, and a lot of the credit again would go to Arizona and their game plan and their desire to defend. But we're a far better offensive team, and we just didn't have our best stuff at that end of the floor. And games like this, you gotta try and play a little better at that end of the floor. But I think what's made us such a great team this year, and it just shows our will to win and fight through and give ourselves a chance late in the game. But they did great. I mean, Eitan is a handful. What he does is pretty special. The numbers he put up, and I thought Trier played like a guy that's at the top of the league in terms of his ability. With his drive was big late there in the second half.
Did you just need a second score to kind of showing Trey to get you guys over the hump, so to speak?
I mean, I don't really look at it that way. I mean, Trey, was his usual self and did great things and got us to the free throw line, and because he was able to do that, we were able to set up our pressure and give ourselves a chance. But Cody and Shannon fought really hard. Mickey Mitchell did some really nice things for us, and we're just going to regroup. This is a marathon. It's fun. I mean, it's fun to be in these games. You live for these games. It was such a hard-fought game. Both teams battling. Wanted it really bad. It was a lot of fun.
What did you do to try to slow down being inside?
Well, we tried to surround them. We tried to. We trapped sometimes we dug, we kind of mixed it up, and we want to give him a steady dose of anything. But just late in the game, I felt like, he was in the paint, he was in there forever. And, you give a guy a chance to sit in the paint that long, eventually they're going to find him and throw him the ball because he's a pretty big target.
Ristic also hit some shots. Felt like the Hurley.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you need, when he hit a big jump shot. I thought a play that went against us, that we'd have got the tie up if we could have secured the ball. Instead, it was a tie up, and they ended up retaining possession. Would love to have had that possession, down two. But all in all, couldn't ask for anything more from the team.
You think that LaMelo's game struggled so because he had so much to handle on the defensive end with Ayton?
Yeah, I mean, those guys, it's hard to simulate, and we can't really simulate in practice, their size. And so Romello, I'm sure, hasn't seen two guys like that. And our guards were driving early in the game. It's probably my fault. I should have figured out a way to get him the ball and give him a chance to get a touch and get himself into the game. I should have done better in that way. I think he would have had a better night. But it's he's been terrific. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have been undefeated and one of the best teams in the country.
Did you like the caliber of shots in the second half when you just were kind of cold there?
I do. I love my shots. It's how we play. It's how we how we're 12-0. I mean, it's I'll go to the end with Shannon Evans, and Cody shooting threes if they're in rhythm and they feel it, and it's what's made us successful.
Was Shannon hurt first half?
No, not to my knowledge. He's fine. Yeah.
You just decided to not play Kamani. Was he available?
Well, Kamani was going to be an emergency for him. He's only had 2 practices where he's gone live, so he needs another week and to get himself to the point where he's ready. It would have been unfair to him to put him into this game.
Anything else for Coach?